Hello.
Hey, John. Scott Johnston here from Market County Sheriff's Office. I talked to you yesterday about that citizen complaint form you filled out on one of our deputies.
Yes.
Yep, I had a chance to review his body cam, too, just so you know.
Okay.
And you're saying the reason this guy was bent over was for what reason when you came around the corner?
Sexual harassment.
Okay. According to the body cam, and this is 100% accurate, the deputy told him to reach into the car to get something out, and you just happened to be going around the corner.
Yes, your deputy.
I'm going to tell you right now, John.
He told me that.
Is going nowhere. This complaint is going nowhere. So it's not. It's over and done with. I mean, if you went to yell the utterances you did out towards the deputy and to that gentleman, and if you went to pulled over, this wouldn't even have come to light here, John. All
right, I understand what you said. I also have explained myself to you several times, or on YouTube. The guy, I know you. The deputy told me what you just said. Before you told me that, the deputy already told me that. He said the guy was reaching into his car as I told him to do.
He was reaching in there per the deputy's request.
Yes.
He told him to reach in there, grab something out of the car.
Yes, and like I said, however the story goes, the actions are the same. So you can, no matter what people say, is what they do that makes a difference. So if you continue, if a person has been reported...
John, you can sit here and complain about one of our deputies all day. This isn't going to go anywhere.
I'm not after police officers. I'm not... in sincerity, the officer had very little to do with my initial problem. My initial problem was seeing another person with his butt pointed
But there was no intent there. There was no intent there to sexual gratification or anything towards you. It was per the request of the deputy to dinner, and you just happened to be at that point going around the corner.
Yes, exactly.
It could have been anybody, John, though. It could have been anybody. It could have been a female. It could have been a male. It could have been anybody.
Right, but why would it be the one guy who's been complaining? I'm not just complaining today or yesterday. It wasn't the first complaint I ever made about this in life. So that means it's difficult to explain why somebody is seeing another person bent over with their butts pointed towards them. That's really hard to imagine why that person did it at the right time.
On a weekly basis, people bend over. I mean,
but are their butts pointed towards you?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just normal human behavior.
I agree, but if their butts are pointed at you.
Okay, John, I'm not going to sit here. I'm just calling you back and letting you know that this complaint that you had is not going anywhere. I talked to the deputy about it.
What about the First Amendment violation part?
I reviewed his body camera.
Yes.
I reviewed his dash cam. I reviewed everything. I reviewed your stuff on YouTube. It's not going anywhere. John.
I'm not. Look,
we're not looking into this complaint.
Okay, you're taking this in a different direction. I'm after something different than your deputy. I'm not after your deputy. That's not really my concern.
You can say something about Fourth Amendment. Go ahead and enlighten me about the Fourth Amendment.
I don't know anything about the Fourth Amendment. I was talking about the First Amendment. The one, and I didn't know nothing about that either. Somebody else had to tell me. All I know is that I was standing a ways away from where I was and recording something while trying my best to retell what I saw at a distance or what just transpired. And your deputy approached me and told me I had...
You broke down or something because he did hear you yell some utterances, too, and he didn't know if you needed help or what you needed.
No, not from a distance. I didn't yell anything from where I was standing outside of my truck.
You yelled something when you drove by him, though, because I can hear it on the body camera.
Yes, and he already established that...
What did you yell? What did you yell again? What was that?
I told you this yesterday, what I yelled.
What did you yell, though? What was it?
I said, G-F yourself. I told your deputy that yesterday. I told you that I told your deputy that on Friday. I told you that yesterday. And I'm talking about the point where your deputy approached me after he already told me to leave, which I did. And I went over, I think it was like, after I considered it, it's like 600 feet away. The size of the car was no bigger than my thumb in the distance. So your deputy drove over 800, maybe 600 or 800 feet away to where I was.
Concerned if you were disabled or something. He didn't know what
no.
Why you pulled over.
Okay, then why did he tell me to leave?
I have no idea why he told you to leave. Did you ask him why he told you to leave?
Yes, I did. He said because I was a threat to the disabled man down the road.
Well, if you were yelling those kind of gestures at him, I would agree with him.
I didn't make any gestures towards a disabled man.
You told him to go more or less go fuck himself in your terms, is what you told him.
I did. If that man didn't know I was talking to him, he wouldn't be offended by what I said. So as far as he's concerned, he just heard somebody yell out something. It had nothing to do with him.
I'm just calling you back, John, to let you know. This will be on file here with our office. I will dictate up a report along with the complaint and along with your YouTube video, our videos, and all that, and it will be in a case file here. So for any further reference that you want it with our on that date of August 18, 2023, then let me know, please. Okay?
All right. I don't. Why are we? On a side note, is there a reason why you approached this as such negative? Decided to call me back negatively?
I'm calling you back and letting you know. I think this is kind of this complaint form probably should have never been filled out, John. I mean, you're the kind of one that initiated this whole thing.
No, okay. All right. So.
Okay. Am I wrong though, John?
No. I agree with what you just said. Partially. I agree that if somebody didn't have a reason to fill out a complaint, they should not. I entirely agree with you. And I do not fill out complaints. It is very hard for me to do. I struggle with it. And I don't take time to do so unless I have a reason to. These people have been...
Everybody thinks differently. I get that, John. I do. And that's your right to fill out a complaint and file against our deputy. And that's why I'm looking into it. But there's nothing here that, justifies that our deputy did anything wrong, though.
Well, he told me to leave and he didn't have a right to. He told me...
If the man felt threatened down the way from your whatever gestures or whatever vocal, sayings that you said to him, yeah, he probably would tell you to leave. I probably would tell you to leave, too. I mean, if you have no reason to be in the area...
I do. Wait, that's a public road. That's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. All of this is irrelevant. I know what happened. I know that, but that's not my point. My point is...
Like I said, John, it'll be on file up here, so if you need something, please get a hold of me, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, John. Have a good day. Yeah, bye-bye.